It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Blue 32.
Here's Rattler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air is Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way this get.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st down, Frost. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Now he's going to step up and run. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 75. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down and 4.
Here we go, set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go, Pete. Check, huh?
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Blue. Green jack. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans! Kendre Miller, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 111 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hand off now to Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Penix working out of the gun here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Rattler wants to throw it. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You don't close. Set, go.
Now Rattler. Underneath for Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
22. Ready?
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Blasters, 10 black. Ready.
Rattler working out of a gun. And this one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second down and a yard.
Strike. Check. Strike.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hey.
In motion, the tight end.
Red, 38. Set.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Black 40. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Saints 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And looking to throw. Penix. That one deep for London. And he's got it inside the 10. touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Ready. 33, yellow.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the shotgun, Rattler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devon Vele, 59 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Saints 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Penix. Completes and Mooney on the slant. Oh, he sheds himself free. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Red, yellow. Ready?
On play action, Rattler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now he's going to step up and run. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go now. Blue, ready.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
10 black.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Set.
Rattler from the gun, third down. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
Fight, 97. Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
40. Hey, red, hey.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Hey.
They'll run on first down. Frost. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things up.
Black Ultra. Blaster, 6.
Second and 13. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready. 33. Steel, black. 6. Mega. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the air, Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
16 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. You're watching the NFL. On EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
38. Saints 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Olave. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
48 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 60 red. 60 red. Blue, black. Yellow. Go red. Blue. Go.
To the air is Rattler. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready, set.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red, 38. Blaster, 6. White, 97. 6. Mega, black, ultra. Steel, black. Set, hut.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn.